And now, thanks to his poor advice, Vergil's sidelined, and he's headed to waste more money and time in mediation. And that could last years.
All right, guys. Vergil Ortiz is currently throwing his career away. That's what it's looking like right now. They're going to head to arbitration with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. And I just don't understand it, man. He's not going to win this.
I never think it's funny when a fighter tries to me over. But the verdict is in, and Vergil Ortiz's master plan to break his contract with Golden Boy Promotions was shot down by a federal judge in Nevada. I know many of you have been waiting for the details regarding all this bullshit, so it's time to finally give you the facts. Here's the timeline of how it all went down. I hadn't heard from Vergil Ortiz since his fight back in November, where he openly praised me for being a great guy and a great promoter.
He is probably one of the most successful promoters in the history of the sport. And he has always been done right by me. I have nothing bad to say about him. I mean, he's gone out of his way. He texts me all the time. He's called me, FaceTime me on Christmas. He does his job. I mean, everything that he's done, I think that he's done with good intentions with me. And I can't say anything bad about the guy.
So everything was terrific, right? And his father even sent me this message over the holidays. Then, out of nowhere, Vergil served us with a lawsuit in January to get out of his contract. So who was behind this lawsuit? The worst manager in boxing, Rick Meridian. Rick demanded that Vergil get paid triple what we're contractually obligated to pay Vergil for the Boots fight. We were ready to make the fight, and I was lobbying to get him the most money possible. But Rick, being the selfish he is, tried to line his own pockets and felt the grass was greener with the others who interfered on the other side. And now, thanks to his poor advice, Vergil's sidelined, and he's headed to waste more money and time in mediation. And that could last years. Vergil, I still want to believe you're a good guy, and you received the worst advice on the planet. We always did right by you, treated you with respect. Remember when we were in Texas, and I sent President Eric Gomez to sit with you while you and your father cried about pulling out of the fight the week of? And this was the second time this happened. And still, we believed in you. I generously gave you $200,000. Did you forget about that? These are the facts, folks. Oh, and we had to constantly deal with your hothead father, who couldn't be less gracious or appreciative. And if you don't believe me, let me show you something, everybody. Here's a clip of the night before Vergil's last fight in November 2025, where his father got into a fist fight with a heckler, and my Golden Boy employees had to break it up while he was rolling around the floor of the hotel lobby shirtless. I mean, of course, my team was kind enough to protect you, Vergil, and begged the man your father assaulted not to press charges. Jesus Christ, this is the shit I have to deal with. And you're still this ungrateful? I protected you like family, and you turn your back on me? Vergil, I know the lies Rick is telling you, and how deep you are in this bullshit. You're gonna keep racking up the legal bills and burning money. Look, what Rick didn't tell you is that you could potentially stay on the shelf for years, just like Mikey Garcia did. And that's the way it's heading legally. The judge already ruled against you. But it isn't too late to fix this. From one fighter to another, you have to change the team around you. They're dragging you down, and we all see it from the outside.
Of course, Oscar De La Hoya, is happy and thrilled with the decision in court. And, he's saying things from his point of view and Golden Boy's point of view, but he's absolutely correct. Vergil Ortiz is, entering what could be years of, showing up to court and fighting this case against Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya. He will literally throw away the prime years of his career trying to fight this case and trying to, somehow get away from Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy, who he thinks, they're doing bad business with him. That could very well be the case. We don't know. But the best thing you could do is, fight out your contract And not to mention, like, you have a fight like Boots Ennis on the table. One of the biggest fights that could be made in boxing right now. And you're throwing it all away to be in court for years, fighting this case and losing your prime years. You signed this contract. You can't all of a sudden, be like, yeah, you're not going by the contract anymore. And again, this could take years in court. Don't do it. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Peace.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, you keep procrastinating over and over. No, do it right now. Been all day on the phone anyhow. Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.